Today's video is going to be on how to remove and replace this inner fabric strip over my door. We're going to recover it as I don't like the fabric. Hey everybody, it's Miss Winnie RN here with another how-to video. Today we're replacing the fabric inserts on your slides and the one that's over the door. The first thing you want to do is to carefully pull this fabric strip out and loosen it along the whole length of the valance or wood framing. This one is proving to be a little tough, so I'm going to turn off the video and come back when I have it undone. This is what you're generally left with when you take these insert pieces out. This is just liquid nails, and what I have done is take a flat nose screwdriver and just carefully scrape it off. I do want to tell you one thing to be very careful of when you're taking these out. All of mine are covered with this what appears to be some type of contact paper. You got to be careful not to rip it all the way over the top of your wood insert, because if you do, it's really hard to find another matching type of contact paper to cover it. So the next step I'm going to do is scrape all of this stuff off with my little flat nose screwdriver, and then I will take the fabric off the insert board, which I have laid here over on the side, and then I'll show you that once it's uncovered. Here is the valance with as much of the residue off as I can possibly scrape without damaging it. So now we're going to go outside and move on to recovering the actual insert. The valance insert that was removed from the top of my doorway. And the reason I chose to go ahead and cover these is I called Winnebago, and for my year of coach they do not have the inserts available in any other fabric, and they are unable to get them. So I chose to go ahead and do this myself. And I'm not using upholstery fabric, I'm using 100% cotton, and I'll show you how you get away with the staples that are in there are small half-size staples. The ones that I have are for a standard size manual staple gun that you can get at Joann's, $5 or $6. So this is what it looks like when you turn it over. You can see where I've torn it off the valance. I haven't damaged the underneath side of it yet, but this is all held down by staples. So what we're going to do is go ahead and take this off, remove all these staples here all along the edges, and just make it nice and clean. If the staples prove to be a problem, then go ahead and grab your channel locks again and use those to reach underneath the fabric and grab a hold of it and lift the fabric off. So you can see here where I have gotten the fabric completely loose from the valance, and you just want to take it off, and this is what it looks like without the fabric on it. Now the standard staples that you get at Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart are these staples here, and these are the staples that come in the valance currently. So you can see that there is quite a bit of a height difference. So in order to fix that, what we're going to use is this standard cardboard that comes on a roll. I picked it up at Joann's, and it creates the just enough difference between the staples and the material so that they will not come all the way through the front end of your fabric. As you can see here, I've measured and cut my fabric, and I've gone ahead and started stapling the fabric underneath the cardboard strips. I'm going to continue this the full length of the fabric. So now that I have one side of the runner board completely fastened down, I'll use this next side. I'll initially start with a couple staples, and this will allow me to make sure that the fabric can be tugged nice and tight as I carry on down the board. Okay, so finishing the end of this, what I do is the gift wrap ending, I fold both corners in here like this. I bring it over, and I'll place one of my cardboard pieces here on the end so that I have it cut. I'll place it here, and then I'll put 2 or 3 staples through the end of it. that's the end. Ignore my fabric down here on the ground. And I'll do the same thing on the other end, and that will finish off the recovering of it. So here's our finished valance covered insert with the coffee on it. And we'll take it inside, and now I have the valance all cleared off here and the insert piece recovered. What I'm going to do now is take my liquid nails and add a fair amount to the board, generally in a similar pattern that was up there, so that it can restick in the same way, and one down the middle. I have the liquid nails in place, and what I'm going to do next is just take my valance piece, make sure that I have it in the right direction, and just, let me set it in the other way first because I've got a seashell over here, starfish, that I want to avoid. There we go. Just press it in like this. I did make a little bit of a mess there on the wood with my liquid nails. Clean that up. And you have about 10 minutes or so to reposition, get it in the perfect position that you want it. The package for the liquid nails does suggest that you secure it in place for 24 hours. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of packing tape and just kind of tape it up there so that it'll hold in place, and tomorrow I'll take it off. But this is what the finished product will look like, much better than what was on there before. And it only took about, I don't know, with the videoing, about 20 minutes to do the whole thing. So there we have it. Valance is back in place. It is not taped down yet, but I will tape it down here in a little bit. I just wanted to give you guys a look what it looks like from the perspective of in the house. Much better than what it looked like before. I may even take a highlighter to fill it in just a little bit so that it matches a little more with the valances that I recovered here with postage stamp, with postage stamp material here. I may give the coffee one a little blue and burgundy and a little bit of yellow highlighting. And you can just use a highlighter on the fabric, especially yellow, light blue, color them really light. And then if they start to fade out in 6 months or so, then you just re-highlight them again. And it gives the fabric a little different look and allows you to coordinate your colors. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope this helps somebody recover one of their inserts in case you haven't been able to get them repurchased. I want to show you the one that I did earlier. This is the one that is on the side of the slide. You can see up top there, that is the old fabric. This is the new fabric. I'm going to continue the coffee effect halfway down to where the kitchen ends. And then I'll pick up with my postage stamp again. Excuse the countertops. It's a bit of a mess in here today as I've been working on several different projects. One of them being I'm spray painting the knobs because I just cannot stand the gold anymore. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this helped you guys. Make sure to subscribe down below and like the video, and I'll try to post at least 1 or 2 a week of my how-tos or my adventures. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of the weekend. So these are the poles I mentioned that I covered. They were this lovely gold color down here. I took some Rust-Oleum hammered paint and primer, spray can, hammered finish, and sprayed them. It's supposed to cover. I did rub them down with alcohol and let them dry before I sprayed them. But I'm hoping to get all the cabinets done like this soon.